What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I'm doing pretty good today, all things considered. Oh man, we had a very interesting day in the market today, to say the least. What should have been a fairly easy trading day turned into something that was just downright ridiculous. And this market will truly humble you. Just when you think you have it figured out, this market will step back and smack the heck up out of you. Had another word in mind, but we won't use that one on YouTube. This market will just smack the living heck up out of you, and that's what it did today. Believe it at that, I didn't blow my account up. But let's go ahead, let's take a look at the chart real quick, and then we're gonna pull the report card up. This was MNQ today, and right over here, all of this red foolishness is where I just let the market just smack me all around today. It pretty much just had its way with me, and I couldn't find my footing, y'all. I was taking stupid trades. I wasn't getting out of trades. I just ridiculous, man. But we'll let the report card speak to exactly how we did today. We're gonna be reviewing trades for September 9th, y'all. Goal, we keeping that same goal as last week. Do not move stop once we are in a trade. Guess what? I did that today. I think on a couple of occasions. Moved the stop, gave the trade more room, but I stopped out. That was the most important thing. I stopped out. A couple of these trades, and if I didn't stop out, kaboom, the account would have blew up. Reminders, my stop is my stop. I didn't quite listen to that 100% today. But again, I did take my stop. I did not just let it blow me up. You see the trades that we took today, took quite a few trades. And it started off halfway decent. You see, I took some trades at like 3 o'clock this morning. When I tell y'all my sleep pattern is crazy, my sleep pattern is crazy. I woke up, I came out in the shop because I needed to order some shirts. So I thought 3 o'clock in the morning would be a good time to get them ordered. That way they can get pulled and I can go pick them up first thing in the morning. So sitting at the desk, I had TOS open, and the chart was looking pretty good. So I took a trade. And you see that first trade, I graded it about a B. It was a long trade, and it was a green trade. Second trade was pretty much a continuation of the first one. Exited the first trade, got into the second trade. Didn't work. Stopped out. Took the stop. Third trade was another it was a continuation, but back in the channel, and that one was a green trade, or no, break even. I'm sorry. Took stop, break even, got out, break even. From 10 o'clock on, boy, oh boy, we gonna just pull up Ninja Trader, and we'll take a look at some of those because it was ridiculous. Just outright ridiculous. Like, oh, so I already have Ninja Trader set up. Look at all these trades, y'all. You can see it in the report that it was just wham, bam, 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 just rapid gunfire. And the market was just like, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. And I swear, y'all, I just could not. I could not. I could not figure it out. But let's look at the first one, y'all. We took that one at around 10:11. I already got arrows on the chart. Me and Spark were kind of going over these at the end of the day. I stayed away from the Discord today. I was not in the voice Discord, didn't really participate in the chatting as well, texting. I was just, man, after this market kind of just smacked me all around, I needed to get away, and I need to focus on trading how I focus. That's what I kind of felt I was getting away from today. Kind of was getting away from trading how I like to trade. But first trade, this is a long trade, y'all, on an ugly red chart. But market had come down. If you notice these new cyan lines, these are what I call pivot lines, or some people might call them supply and demand lines. It's something that I coded in my system that we'll look back 60 candles, or basically 60 minutes, and find the lowest point on the chart for that particular time. So at this particular time, this was the lowest point over the last 60 minutes. A lot of times market can catch traction and reverse. So these can be good areas for reversals to go higher. And that's what the market did. Market ripped up through this channel. I didn't want to get long in this channel because we had VWAP, second line of defense, and a fib level. But when it broke into this channel, I got long right here, chasing. But even in this channel, I can only expect one thing out of this trade. Can you guess what it is? Only thing I can expect out of this trade is that fib level right there. That's exactly what it did. It came up to the fib level, rejected it. It came back up to the fib level. It came down, and I got out right there, basically making this a flat trade. Basically making it a flat trade. I think I called it a red trade, but really was a flat trade. So I got out, and then this candle was still working. And for some reason, I had the bright idea to go long again. And if you look, you can see on the Ninja Trader chart, I pretty much top ticked. You never want a top tick an entry. You want a top tick an exit when you long. I top ticked the entry long. Again, all I can expect is this fib level. And if we get over the fib level, at that point, all I can expect is the top of the channel. Nope. I took a full ride on this one, y'all. A full ride. Let's call my entry about 23,850. I stopped out down at the bottom, 23,816-ish. Even if we say 23,820, that's 30 points per contract. That is $60 per contract. 10 contracts is $600. 5 contracts, that's $300. That's a hefty loss. I should have been stopping out when it broke this channel, or first line of defense, or second line of defense. Bounce cloud even maybe. I took a full ride. And this is where I say, had I not taken my stop and had I thought that this trade was going to work, I would have got blazed. Because this came back up, would have gave some false hope. This is where if I could take more than a certain amount of contracts, I'll be adding down here trying to salvage this trade, and it would roll over. This right here is how I blew up many prop accounts right there. Perfect example. Getting long, it flushing out, me adding to the position, it gives me false hope. A lot of times this false hope would even let you get break even. So let's say I got long here. Let's say I added down here. And let's say that this came up to about right here. And it got me break even. And I didn't get out. then I'm getting stuck in this next leg down. So that's how we started the 10 a.m. session out. And it was just ugly, ugly, ugly. We're not going to go through all of these trades, but you can kind of see I was just, man. We'll read the comments real quick. So that first one, chased into this trade with no edge. Long, red trade, gave it an F. Second one, rushed into this trade after taking the bad trade prior to, number 4. Took a short. Got that break even, gave it about a D. Another trade taken with no real edge, trying to get green because of this bad trade that just killed me. We go to 1034 trade. I took a long trade. We'll look at this one. Took a long trade on a red chart going long on a short 3-bar play. That's what that's meaning. That was right here, y'all. So market had come up. I took the trades through here. It flushed down. Got a fib level right here. My thinking, and this speaks to what I learned today. This kind of speaks to what I learned today. Market flushed down. I got long right here, anticipating that this fib level was going to hold the market up. Read the chart and not anticipate the market is going to do something. This clearly told me this was not holding up. Things that can tell me that the market is going to hold up by reading the chart is a first 1 minute candle to make a new low. I didn't get that. What I got was a wide range candle, a narrow range candle. What are those two things? Those are the start of a 3-bar play. Wide range, igniting candle, banger volume. Look at the volume that was in that candle compared to all of these prior candles. We get a resting candle because this one just put in a lot of work. When the low of this candle gets broken, guess what's about to happen? You're going to get taken for a ride if you against it. And if you catch this, this is a banger trade. Guess what, y'all? Look right there. I'm long. I stopped out because I'm like, this is not good. I stopped out and I jumped in short, taking the 3-bar play. Caught a nice move down, decent move down. But again, I am now trading for profit. I'm now trading for P&L. I'm not trading edge. I'm just trying to get back green after all of this foolishness. And I don't take this trade for the full potential. Had I bar by barred it, I got out right there. Had I bar by barred it, I would have come down there. I would have come down there, and then I would have stopped out. I would have made 760. I would have stopped out at 745. That's 15 points per contract. That's $30 per contract. Again, 10 contracts, $300. 5 contracts, $150. Would have made back a good bit of what I lost over there is basically what I'm trying to say. So bad trade. Next trade, 1055. Clean trade, but trying to make back losses, I stayed in the trade and let a green trade. That's this trade right here. I'm short. Look at that. That's nice. I'm playing that this is going to reject previous day's close, which is the red, or the black line. And I'll bring this one over real quick just so we can see how it looked. Good entry. It comes down to the bottom of the channel. Guess what? I should be getting out down there, y'all. In at 793, down there is 756. Man, that's almost a good 40 points, 37 points. That's good money. I don't get out. This thing comes all the way back up, takes me to break even almost. Chops around, chops around, chops around. It comes back down again. What don't you see over here, y'all? You don't see a blue arrow on the right side of any of these candles showing that I got out of my position. It's way up there. What in the heck? I got took for a ride, y'all. Good green trade. Came back up, break even, flushes back out. Not quite as low here, but guess what it just did? It left a higher low right there. You don't never want to see that. If anything, I should have been getting out anywhere over here for whatever that was giving me. But no, I just stayed in this trade, deer in the headlights. When it broke previous day's close, I knew I was in trouble. I'm like, dude, it's all over now. It came back down after I'm out of the trade. How about that? At least I could have got back break even or a little green. Nope. Chopped on around. And then this was our last trade. Thought process on this last trade, y'all. Thought process on this last trade. I'm down what I'm down. Down what I'm down. I took this trade and I risked $30. I want to say I risked $30 on this trade. And I walked away from the computer. I put my, and when I say, I just, look at this, man. I was literally given this candle. And I may have gave it just a little bit of wiggle room. So not many points, but remember when I said I broke some other rules? I went in the system and Trade of 8, y'all. And I turned off where I can only take a set amount of contracts. I took more contracts than I was supposed to take. But I was only risking like $36 in this trade. I was resigned to have a max loss day. And if I lost this $36, that was going to be it. It was going to just be a max loss day. Walked away from the computer, went to lunch. You see what time it is. Went to lunch. This thing came up, pushed back down. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Remember where I said my stop was at right there? This thing came up, came back down. Almost, not almost, it did take me to break even. And then it came back up. Again, I'm not at the computer. All I have in the system is a stop. This thing just kind of chopped around, boom, makes another move up. About this time, I open my phone up and I look and I see that I'm almost green on the day. I'm almost green on the day. And now I'm like, get out of the trade. I got out of the trade right there. You see the move. You see the move. We'll come on over to Ninja Trader real quick, kind of look at it on here so you can see how it looked on the big chart. Price was breaking over previous day's close. And we also had a fib level that you don't see on here. My stop just below that candle. If price breaks previous day's close, if it breaks that fib level and it breaks this candle, market's rolling and it's coming back down. But in the strength that it took to make that move up higher right here, I was like, okay, this should hold. This should hold. And I got the move that I needed, y'all. I got the move that I needed. And I closed the day out literally flat. Literally. If you notice the last few videos, I haven't been speaking on P&L because for me, I don't think P&L is that important doing these recaps. A lot of people get caught up in P&L, but I think that, again, like I said, the gains made on an account is more important when kind of breaking down trades. But today, I can tell you what I made. Y'all want to know what I made today? A whopping $1.02 after commissions and fees. That's what your boy made today trading futures. Now, options, different story. Options, took 2 trades today, both green. Didn't get out, let them both go red. And then The same time that I took this trade, there was a trade that fired. I think I had that chart pulled up real quick, and then we're going to get up out of here. Yep, I got that chart pulled up. So this is what my options chart looks like. Somewhat similar. It flips colors a little differently. It has these triggers. Now this one, futures, it doesn't tell me when to get in and out of trades. That's kind of subjective. This option system that I have designed, it tells me when to get in and out. Blue triangle is a signal. Magenta is the trigger. Black dot is the stop. I got in right there. I paid $26 a contract. I bought 2 contracts. Target would have been right there. It hit target so quick, y'all. But remember how I said with the futures, I just put a target in. I mean, I put a stop in, and I was just going to let the trade work. I did the same thing in the futures account. Came up just like the futures M&Q. It pulled back, then it kind of chopped around, and then it went. I got out up here. Paid $26 a contract. I sold each contract for $57. Double your money. This is the beauty of options. Yeah, had I bought 10 of those contracts, I would have paid $260. I would have sold them at $570. I would have made $310. I'd have made 300. Is that right? No, that's not right. Because I would have paid $260. I would have sold them for $570. That's right. $310. I would have made $310. Risking $260, and not even risking $200, spending $260. I would have made $310. My stop would have been right there. I would have stopped out. But green in the options, actually green, because we're green. We made money. But nice solid trade. Solid trade. With this system, most times the trade's going to go 1R. 1R is that green block. So when it triggers you in, you're going to get about 1R out of the trade. Over here, this one, you see it triggered in, but this would not have been a valid trade because at the time the chart was red. Chart was red. Or the QQQ chart was red because it was below VWAP. But solid trade, had I missed that one, it gave another solid trade here that went 1R. You come over here, it gave another one at the end of the day. You would have bought this contract right here for 39 cents, $39. It went up $53. Not quite up to the 1R, but looked like it may have just barely stopped you out. Maybe not. And then it ripped. These things went up to $95 a contract. See another entry right there where you would have entered in at 54 cents or $54 a contract. They hit a high of $95 a contract, almost doubling your money on that one. This one wouldn't have stopped you out. Definitely would have doubled your money up there. Again, here, we doubled the money up on that trade. This one here, entry of 44. It hit a high of 74, not quite doubling your money up. But options, this is what I kind of focused on the prior week, building this system, and this bad boy has been paying. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. This market will chop you up and spit you out if you let it. One of the things me and Vega was talking last week, and I had another one of those red days, and he was like, you can trade again tomorrow. And that's the attitude I've been having, y'all. I can trade again tomorrow as long as I don't blow my account up. Most people that you listen to, most trade psychologists, most traders that have made it, that's what they say. Just live to fight another day. Don't blow your account up because that's all you have. Once that account is blown, you got to start from scratch. So if you can keep the red days small and the green days good, you're going to be all right. And that's the mentality I am trying to have in this market. Prior to, I was balls to the wall, y'all, especially prop accounts. Prop accounts will ruin you. I'm gonna put it out there if you're still listening. Prop accounts, they're a good thing, but they will ruin you because they will mess with the way you're supposed to trade. Flat out. No other way to say it. They will mess with the way you're supposed to trade. They'll have you oversizing. That's first and foremost. And then because you're oversized, they'll start having you not take stops when you should. Had I been sized in a couple of these trades today, I might not have took the stops because I might have been deer in the headlights, like literally deer in the headlights. Dang, I'm down $600-700. I can't accept this loss. Then the next thing you know, you're down $1,500-1,600. And now if you accept the loss, you're like, oh, I got a big hole to dig out. And then you just keep letting that hole get bigger. Prop firms do that to you. So that's why you see I've been trading my cash account lately, trading the options lately. I still do have one take profit trader account, but that's not my focus. My focus is on my own money. On that note, I'm up out of here. Peace.